1965 Ford Mustang Fastback, 289, 4-speed, cold AC. Let's take it for a test drive. Man, if you don't like fastback Mustangs, I'm not sure we can be friends. But in all fairness, this is an awesome car. We have a 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback, or 2+2 if you want to be correct. This is a C-code 289 Fastback, which would have been 289 2-barrel. Now it has an aftermarket intake and a 4-barrel setup on it, so definitely runs a little bit better than it would have from the factory. Not a race car by any means. The motor that's in it is a date code correct. I do believe it to be the original motor. Wasn't able to find a VIN on it, but it is the date code correct motor for the car. So again, most likely the original motor this thing was built with. You have a 4-speed manual transmission behind it, stock 8.8 rear end. This one is manual steering, manual brakes, but both of those perform well. Mustangs are not heavy cars, so you don't really need power steering, but if you want to add it, you can add it to the car. Has aftermarket vintage AC, which blows really nice and cold. It is an R134A setup, obviously being aftermarket air. Under the dash here blows really nice and cold. You have the 4 vents, one on the left, one on the right, 2 in the middle, so you can angle it to be very comfortable inside the car here. It's hooked up on the factory 3 slides, so you can move it up, down, temperature, all that good stuff. Works very, very well. Very comfortable on the inside of this Mustang. We're cruising at 60 miles an hour or so right now. The speedometer is off just a little bit, and it makes just a little bit of chatter. I don't know if it's the speedo head itself or the cable. Something that I decided to leave for the next owner. Again, the speedo is working, it's just not 100% accurate, and it's making a little bit of chatter. Really fun Mustang to drive. I will say one of my only complaints, and again, it's pretty common on this style of shifter, these shifters aren't the best. I would personally go with an aftermarket style shifter just to make it a little bit more user-friendly. There's nothing wrong with this one, but it's not like you're going 1, 2 and then banging it right up to 3. If you go from first to second, that's obviously very easy. If you go from second to third, you really need to go as an H pattern, go up, over, and then that will really get you into third. If you try to go at an angle, it's going to get bound up and it's not really going to want to go into third. So aftermarket shifter, one of the things that I would do on this car, unless you don't mind going up, over, and up to third, then you'd be fine as well. The shifter does do its job. Just, again, one of the little personal preference, little touches I would change if it was mine to keep forever. Solid car running down the road there. Mechanically, it seems very, very spot on. I will say with the oversized US mag wheels, under heavy turning or at an angle, you'll get a little bit of tire rub up in the front. But for me, I'm not doing a crazy amount of turning up on hills like that, so it doesn't bother me a whole lot. On the does it work section for this particular Mustang, a couple really small things are not working. When you put it in reverse, the little white lights in the taillights for the reverse lights aren't coming on. Your horn doesn't do anything. And again, we talked about the speedometer being off a little bit, but everything else is good to go. That heat and AC works great. You got an aftermarket, like retro style stereo with kick panel speakers down low. On the interior, it was a color change. It was originally black. You have a very nice red interior, factory fold down rear seat. I will say on the very outside of the seat frame, over there on the passenger side in the back, there's a little bit of the chrome plating flaking off on the seat frame for the fold down mechanism. Really minimal stuff there. A little bit of wear on the edge of the bolster here on the driver's side, like a little nick or a little scuff on the vinyl material. These are the upgraded Mustang seats, so you do have the little bit of bolster on the outsides of the seats, keeps you where you're at. Aftermarket console with cup holders. I love my cup holders. Y'all see me talk about that all the time. I love my cup holders, so this having an aftermarket console is cool. You got your fold-up center console there. Glove box opens and closes like it should. Headliner, visors, dash pad, all that stuff's great. Nice carpet, nice Mustang mats. And I forgot to mention, on that does it work section, you will find it in the additional informations tab on the website pcclassiccars.com, so make sure you check that out. Let's see what we got here for some performance on the little 289. But there you have it. I mean, we're cruising just as a regular Mustang, nothing high performance again from that 289. Just a stock style motor with an upgraded intake and carburetor. You do have aftermarket long tube headers, full dual exhaust, sounds great coming out the back, not terribly loud. Good Mustang sound though. On the exterior, it was originally a poppy red Mustang. Now it's this really nice silver. I think it complements the red interior really nice. It does have vinyl decals on the top of the car, so if you don't like those, and you got a good heat gun and you're not afraid to peel them off the paint, you could take those off if you want to. Again, the stripes on the top of the car are vinyl, so you could take them off, or you can take it to a paint shop and they could get them off for you if they know what they're doing. Paint quality on the Mustang does show well. It's got some little nicks. I would say the worst thing on it is on the top flat surfaces right behind the scoops on the tops of the quarters. There's some little reaction spots in the paint there. If you want to have them fixed, you could have them spotted in. They look like little wrinkles in the paint. Doesn't bother me one bit because the car still represents very nice. You can be very proud to own this Mustang Fastback. Just some little flaws that are showing through from an older redone car cosmetically. Body's super solid, no bad bubbles or major bodywork issues. Just those things on the tops of the quarters. You'll see photos of that in the additional information tab, so make sure you check that out. Really nice US mag, polished wheels, good tires all the way around. Bumpers trim, stuff looks good. You have a few little nicks in the original bright work around it, but again, nothing to write home about. Still shows very well. There's that little bit of tire rub I was talking about. If you want to, you could go with you could go with a one size, slightly smaller tire, and I would really think that would address that issue, but it's minimal. Suspension looks like it's all been gone through at some point. Front end looks good. You do have a little bit of float in the steering wheel, which I classify as kind of normal. It's not pulling you left, it's not pulling you right. It drives true. It stops well for what it is, just having manual brakes, but not a hard car to drive. Mustangs are one of the easiest old cars to drive. I love Mustangs, and I always tell people, if you're looking for your first classic car or an easy classic car, buy a first generation Mustang. You can build this car from the front bumper to the rear bumper. You can enhance it and do as much modifications as you want. They make every part, every nut, every bolt that you could possibly want to find or redo on a Mustang, and it's the easiest car to redo because parts are not expensive. You can get everything relatively inexpensive, and everything is always going to be in stock for these cars. So multiple parts outlets, you can get everything for them. Again, that's why these are so popular and why I love them. And I'm a Ford guy. This is a great car. Mustang Fastback, 289, cold air, 4-speed. I don't know why anyone wouldn't love this car. Yeah, that's the first thing I would do is I'd buy an aftermarket shifter for this car. Like a kind of a short throw 4-speed shifter would make life a whole lot better, like a Hurst shifter. These factory ones just kind of have some play. They get bound up. Just not my favorite thing in the world. It does its job, but it would make your driving experience a whole lot better if you change the shifter out. That's just my personal preference. Y'all do not have to listen to me. I provide you with options and information. You can take it for what it's worth. Inside the back, looks great. Nothing's out of place. In the engine bay, it's very clean. You have really nice valve covers and air cleaner. You have an aftermarket Monte Carlo stiffening bar, basically, that goes from the left to the right. You have the polished strut tower braces. So in the engine bay, you got some really nice cosmetic upgrades. Shows very, very well. Nothing to complain about. Fluids are good, radiator's good. Charging system and battery, like all my cars, they check out nice, ready to roll. Disclaimer list, down to some paint flaws on the tops of the rear quarters, some small little things not working. I would put a different shifter in this car for the 4th time. That's just me. You don't have to listen to me. Just giving you my insight. And maybe do some power brakes or some power steering if you want to. But it's an awesome Fastback. It's got a lot of money spent on it. Motor's great. 4-speed's awesome. AC's ready to go and nice and cold. So, huge fan. Let's see if I can go from first to second to third without having any problems with this shifter. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback, or 2+2 if that's what you want to call it. 289, 4-speed, vintage AC. From myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we always appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drive videos. Make sure you check out the content across all of the social platforms. We'll catch you guys on the next video. And again, check out that additional information tab. It's got a lot of really good stuff in there so you guys can check it out. I did forget to mention the underneath of this Mustang is very solid. It is very clean. It's had the pans done up front and on the passenger side rear pan, but they did a really nice job and it shows very, very nice and clean on the bottom side.